Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. GCurse here. I hope you're all having a decent morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. It's actually 5:50 a.m. where I live, so basically for me it's morning. Uh, Today was going to be a basic day for me. I really didn't have much, planned, so I was just going to stay home and do some normal home things. And I figured just while I'm talking that you could enjoy this video. Anyway, oh, by the way, this video is like 20 years old, so anyway, I think it's 20 years old, something like that. Anyway, so I got on my computer, check my emails, make sure that everything's okay. When I saw this, if you're a content creator like me or anyone, then this has probably become the bane of your existence. That's right. I got one of these late or last night after I went to bed. And yes, I go to bed early. I'm a early to bed, early to rise kind of person. Anyway, anyone who gets those types of messages knows that it can be a hassle. That's why I take so much care in the videos that I make, like with the unsolved mysteries. What I'll do is I will literally post segments that are private, or unlisted, as a way to test the ID system to make sure everything that I'm posting is legitimate. But so I'm thinking, what the hell? What did I miss? Because the fact is, I posted everything. Everything came back with the green light, so I posted the video. And I know how fair use works, so don't even try, saying, oh, you don't know anything. I know how fair use works. But, so, I'm like, oh, God, let's see. What I was halfway expecting it to be from Moyer and Cosgrove, because I'll be honest, I've called those pieces of blankety blank out on several times for their, piss poor business decisions, which includes trying to profit off of cases that are off their own off these cases. These cases should belong to the families and stuff. The Cosgrove and Meyer were the producers, granted, but they've already been paid. The fact is, to me, it's like they're profiting off of these people's the misery or what it is that made them, come to them in the first place. That's not right. So I figured, that Moyer and Cosgrove had to stick up their ass, and that this was just a little retaliation. Basically saying, hey, you owe us money, and we're putting a copyright on your Unsolved Mysteries video, even though you clearly know more than the most of the Joe Blows out there, and we're not going to put a fucking fight with you or anything. So I thought I would check to see, click on the little email and see what it was, what section of the Blair Adams case it was that they were so upset about. And here's what I found. Apparently somebody is trying to profit off of Beethoven. That's right, some piece of shit in this case. His name is Adagio Sostenito, or possibly Finnegan Collins. I don't know what the fuck, if that's their names or that's a business company or whatever. But the fact is, they're trying to profit off of Beethoven. Anybody who knows anything about music knows that Moonlight Sonata was produced by Beethoven. This wasn't a cover of Moonlight Sonata. This wasn't a fucking, rip of Moonlight Sonata that was done, by some, kindergartner. This was a legitimate copy. Now, you're probably going to say to yourself, well, how do you know that this was a legitimate copy, GCurse? Here's how I know that it's okay to use that song. Because this is where I downloaded from. Now, to the people who are not in the know or are not content creators, there's a section in your profile where it says creator. You click on there, and it gives you like a link to or a tab that you can do your music. Get free music. So I went through and I figured what would be a good song to play for the credits of my video, and I figured Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. It's classical and dark, kind of like how Unsolved Mysteries is. And as you see here, it says you're free to use this song and monetize your video. This is why I don't like video game content creators. Granted, I used to make video games. I still want to. I just don't have the equipment anymore. Video game content creators figure, they have the shittiest of reasons. Oh, it's the transformative art. I'm an artist. I'm this. I'm that. And that they will fucking moan and bitch about the content ID system of this website when they know that they're in the wrong. They know that there's rules, and that they just want a lazy fucking buck. That's what it is. But when it comes to the real content creators, people who take time, this is what pisses us off. And I'm not sure what pisses me off even more. The fact that I got a YouTube, a copyright strike or whatever it was, which I already I filed a complaint or whatever it's called. I'm not sure if it's that or the fact that some piece of shit person is not only trying to get a buck off of me when he didn't earn it, but he's also trying to make a buck off of Beethoven. But I think ultimately what pisses me off is the fact that Google has an algorithm or a program or whatever the fuck you want to say. I know it's a content ID creator or a content ID system, but the fact is, it's like I would expect. People say, well, you gotta understand that it's a program, things can slip by. Granted, things can slip by, but I expect things to slip by when they're not when they're loosely tied to YouTube. But when something is so embedded in YouTube, which is part of it's part of its fucking free system. It had to be registered. What's the name? Beethoven. What's the song name? It's fucking Moonlight Sonata. Enter. They have to type this information to put it in this system. When a fucking cockroach or a parasite, when they can fucking go and claim, okay, GCurse has a video that I'm not happy with, and they say, okay, what's the name of the song? Let's see here. We're claiming Beethoven or Moonlight Sonata. The fucking system should read, should basically. Hey, I know that place. Anyway, the ID system should rate. Hey, this song is actually being claimed by another person. Yeah, this is pretty much probably not a legitimate case. We're not going to, we're going to deny it outright. This guy's got to work to earn some money, And that should have been it. That should have been it right there. Right there, right then, it should have been it. But no, it gets through. What's the point of having a system when it's messed up like this? And you want to know why? I could tell you why. I could tell you why it's like this. Because Google is too fucking lazy to hire some actual workers to monitor this shit. Let's just see how much Google has made for the year. Or for, how much they've made recently. That's probably not going to want to tell you that because, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Let's try what is Google's worth. Now, I'll admit, I'm not into finances that much. So, I'm not sure. I just typed in what is Google's worth. And it says it's about $498 billion. So, odds are they're probably making a nice penny, No matter what you hear people say, they're sitting on it. They're Scrooge McDucking it, Like they probably have a big fucking vault where the CEOs and the board of directors and all these people higher ups have a fucking vault where they can go and literally kind of swim in money and shit. I know I'm being facetious when I say that, but it isn't like they're exactly hard up for money, But, it's laziness. They don't want to spend their money and actually hire workers to monitor this stuff. I'm not saying hire a battalion of people, but hire at least 20 or 30 people. That way these people can take up cases, and it'll look like, hey, this person's claiming that Jeff is, he has a video with Moonlight Sonata. They can take a look and go, yeah, this song is registered as free. No, this guy doesn't get a chance to fucking claim it. So, what does that mean? That means hard-working content creators, the people who don't even get anything from YouTube. And to this day, I've never received a fucking dime. I'm not ashamed to say it because, I understand that this is a hobby. That's what it always says in my fucking description. This is a hobby, not a job. I understand that. But the fact is, I'm having to take time out of my life to go and fucking debate what some parasite is fucking trying to do. He's trying to basically claim that song is his. And not only is that song his, but all the work I put in to make that video is all his. No. I will fucking fight you on that. Now, to those who are not in the know or are not content creators, here is what it looks like when you go to dispute it, I know that YouTube or Google likes to keep everything private, but fuck that. I refuse to keep shit private. When something happens to me that I think you guys deserve to know about, I'm going to show it, If they don't like it, they can suck my nuts. Anyway. This is basically what it kind of looks like when you go to disputing. You'll get a generic form like this that basically says what the file video is, who the copyright content is, and who it's being claimed by. And then you're given an option about do you want to dispute it? And if you click yes, then you can click on what makes you think that you're so fucking good that you're right. You have the right to deny these parasites this money that you're trying to make. So this time I clicked on honestly what it was. That the music that's in question is, I think it was like free or falls under protection or whatever. And and then it'll ask you to give a brief description. So I gave the brief description with a few profanities because it was like 5:30 in the morning, and nobody wants to get up at 5:30 in the morning. Number one, but because I go to, I'm returning to college, I have to start getting, mentally and physically ready to go back to college early. Hold on, let me see if I can get a bottle of water. I'm getting thirsty doing this rant. Let's see here. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? And yes, you're actually hearing me go and try to get a bottle of water. Oh no, Jeff's drinking water from a disposable bottle. He should be getting a refillable bottle. Well, I could, but I don't want to. Okay, well, let me get a drink here. But, so, like I said, nobody likes getting up at 5:30 in the morning, and to top it off, nobody likes having to, to wake up and have to deal with this shit, Especially when they're wrong, like when Google is clearly wrong. So, like I said, I pled my defense, which makes me also fucking feel bad, it's like I'm begging them for me to use shit that, it's free, and it's like I'm being charged to do what I do, what I love to do. I love giving you guys unsolved mystery cases. I love narrating them. I love talking to you guys about. But it feels like somebody's like, it's like a job, and it's like you're working for a business person, and now not only do you do the work, but now they're actually making you pay them for you doing the work. If that makes any sense. So I went through the filing and the disputing process. I typed out a long paragraph, wordy paragraph explaining everything, and I basically said, hey, this to put it politely for you guys, hey, this basically falls under, it's free. Your own website says it's free, and as I showed you guys, it's free to be used and monetized. And here's what ultimately just threw me off the pier, as I said, threw me off the pier. But anyway, here's what it was. I did all that. I clicked on enter, and this is what I got. I clicked on submit, and I got this. And I couldn't believe it. I got that. It's like, what the fuck? All that work, you don't expect this shit to pop up, when you go to file something. So I'm like, oh great, I fucking, I basically lost everything because it's a 504 error. It means that something went wrong. So I went back to the very beginning. I clicked on file dispute. I did everything I already told you. I clicked on submit, and once again I got, that's right, I got this again. I couldn't believe it. Normally, sometimes when you get something like this, it could also be an internet, glitch error or whatever, that you click on refresh and it reloads and it's fine. So that's what I figured. So obviously something was wrong with the website. Number one. Well, not number one, but if Google knows about this is their fucking website. If they know that because I'm pretty sure that every minute somebody's filing a dispute. That's the way it is, you know. I'm pretty sure that, you know, as of even when I'm talking, doing this video right now, as I'm saying this right now, somebody probably just filed a dispute. Google has to know that the website's messed up, that they should put a brief hold on the ability to do dispute. Say, hey, the website's acting up, but they don't. They just let people. They let people dispute, and they'll get this, or they get that, you know, the error message, and they figure that people are fucking stupid, that they're just going to let it go. You know, not me. No, I refuse. So what I did was, I went back again, I did all that. This time I copied my argument. Because it takes like 5 minutes to type that out, you know. Make sure it looks all professional and everything instead. Because there's people who will go to dispute it, and like, that they'll dispute it, and then they'll literally their reasoning is like childish. It's like, it's mine, it's all mine. You know, no, I try to be professional, but so I copied it, and that way, because I knew it was gonna happen, and I went to click on submit again, and I was right. I got the error message again, so I'm like, okay, fuck you guys, yeah. And I did it one more time, because I refuse to give up. You know, I'm like a fucking bulldog like that. I clicked on it, and it finally went through. But that's basically the whole purpose of this video. You know, it's like Google is messed up on so many fronts. You know, like. And that's what ultimately just upsets me so fucking much. It's that, you know, hardworking people are getting, you know, content creators, the ones that don't even get paid for their blood and sweat and tears. They will spend hours upon hours of fucking editing and talking, and you know, the thing is also, when you're doing narrations, I can guarantee you that every person who does narrations wants it to sound perfect, and I'm one of them. I try to make it sound as perfect as possible, because I figure my subscribers, all 118 of you faithful viewers, you deserve perfection. So, you know, and we go through all this hard work only to get, you know, a copyright strike, while other people, well, you know, the content creators who are in it just for a quick buck, because they're cashing it off of a trend. And yes, I know video game let's plays have been going on for a while, but it's a fad. Everything is a fad. It's just a matter of how long they last, you know. But yeah, it's upsetting that, you know, Google can't even run their own sites correctly, you know. There is one. The only thing I can say, and I'm actually going to have to quit pretty soon because this video is actually about to end. But the only way I can say that Google can fix this is literally revert Google back to the way it used to be. Make it so nobody gets paid. But they're not going to do that. Make it so nobody gets paid. I was a member of YouTube when it first launched. I think it was like, what, 2006, 7, maybe a little bit earlier. You didn't have the ability to fucking to make money off of your videos. It was a video, it was basically people created videos, and that was it. You didn't get to make money off of it. Why should you? You play video games. You're uploading, you're uploading videos. It isn't like it's work, But that's just my 2 cents, But ultimately, I'm not sure if I made my point. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the content ID system of this fucking of YouTube it's messed up. When something can get blatantly claimed, and there's like there's no over. It's like it always falls upon the person doing the content creation to prove that they're fucking innocent when they already have everything on their side. Somebody can literally just come and go, yeah, that's my music, and they get an instant, in their favor until you dispute it. And that's what I just don't like that. But that's Anyway, that was a GCurse Rants. I hope you found something informative at least. If you like what you heard, leave a thumbs up. If you want other people to hear about the shit that's going on with YouTube, feel free to share this. If not, that's okay. I'm not gonna get upset, Until next time, take it easy out there. And if you see something, you don't have to remain quiet. If something's happening to you, and you know that you're in the right, raise your voice. That's the only way that we're going to get YouTube to change. It's like if we constantly raise our voices, that's the only way change gets done. Okay, so you all take it easy. Peace out, everyone.